right. Hello, wonderful people. Welcome once again to our Investment Wonders Financial Literacy videos. Yeah. So today, we will be talking about another topic which would help us improve our finances. So, are you ready? Now, buckle up and we shall start. All right. So, welcome to Investment Wonders Financial Literacy 002. So this is our second video, and so this is 002 already. So our topic is going to be what are assets and liabilities. So I guess most of you already know what assets and liabilities are, but this video is for those young people out there who need to know about assets and liabilities. All right. So it is important for us to know the difference between assets and liabilities if we are to get our financial freedom. Who doesn't want financial freedom? Financial freedom is something that gives us freedom in our life. We are less worries about our finances, about where to get money to buy the thing that we want, to buy the food that we want to eat. Who doesn't want that? Everyone wants that. And that is the very common problem. Where to get the money, bakit ang dami kong utang, paano ako makakalabas sa utang, how. So it's very important to know the basics. And the basics, so this is part of the basic assets and liabilities. We need to know that. All right. So buckle up and let's get it on. So what are assets and liabilities? All right. So we have here assets. Okay. So assets, these are resource with economic value, and that an individual, a person, a corporation, or a country owns, and it is expected to provide us a future benefit. So this future benefit includes the financial freedom or the money that comes to us without us like releasing or like yeah releasing money. So asset is something that gives money or something that gives value to us. So it is not something that we give out the money from our pocket, but it is something that fills our pocket. It is something that provides us money. So that is an asset. All right. So an asset is not only owned by an individual or by a person, not only owned by me or by you, but it is as well owned by a corporation, a company, or a country. Something that gives a corporation, a company, or a country value or money. So that is an asset. All right. It's so easy to understand it. Okay, so as what we can see in this picture, now we can see here like there are machineries that provide energy and to the main source. Okay, so it is comparable to an asset. So an asset is something that gives us the power. It is something that gives us the supply of the money or the supply of the value, so we can save them and help us prepare for the future, for our future emergency. So asset is not something that we give out, but it is something that comes to us, and so we keep that as our reserve. So that is an asset. All right, moving on. Okay, so we can see here an asset. So we have our current assets and long-term assets. So from the name itself, current means now. right now, our asset now at the moment, and long-term assets. So that means that long-term, so our asset in preparation for the future, yung mga assets natin para sa kinabukasan natin, para sa future natin. So let's have a look at them. Our current assets, so yung asset na consider natin na asset natin as of the moment, these are our cash, the money that we have. So our short-term investments. So this can be small businesses like peer-to-peer lending that you have with your friends, or meron kang business na nagpapautang ka ng pera, or at saka may or nagbebenta ka ng mga produkto, and in turn pinapatungan mo siya ng amount of money, and that amount of money na pinapatong mo sa capital mo, uh, that becomes the profit, and that profit is considered as your current asset. So we have accounts receivable. So these are yung mga nag-capital ka, nag-invest ka ng capital, and in turn may pinapatong ka, and in turn may makuha kang profits. So we call this one account receivables. And inventory. So inventories from our businesses at the moment. So these are our current assets. Next, let's have the long-term assets. So from the name itself, it is long-term asset. So our land, yes, our lands, our machinery. So mga machineries natin, for instance, meron kang bakery. So you have some machineries on making bread. So we can consider that as an asset because in the future, pwede mo siyang mabenta kung wala kang interest sa pag-bakery, or kapag may interest ka naman doon, pwede mo siyang mapagkikitaan at you'll have your own bakery and employ people. So that is a very, very good long-term asset. Next, we have building. So our building, well, if you own a building, you can have it rented, or you can have your own business through that building. There are many ways paano tayo pwedeng makapagkita ng pera through building. Next is patents and goodwill. So these are those mga brands ng produkto na meron tayo. So at saka uh, binibenta natin yon, and then lalaki siya. So these are long-term assets, not assets at the moment. So it is understandable naman na assets give us the money, and we don't give out money. All right, moving on. So let's have liabilities. Now, what are liabilities? Sa mga kaibigan natin dyan, ng mga young people, mga kabataan. Ano ba yung liabilities? Okay. So from the name, from this word liabilities, we have this verb liable. So liable means you are responsible to it. Yeah, meron kang responsibility na bayaran siya, or na meron kang responsibility. Okay, so what is this kind of responsibility? So let's focus on liability again. So liability is something a person or a company owes. So what does owe mean? OWES. Owe means utang, yeah, or ginamit mo, ginamit mo to consume or to buy something. Okay, so next, it is usually a sum of money. Yeah, usually yung mga utang natin, usually it is money. Or if not money, we borrow one sack of rice, and then, for example, from our neighbor, it can be possible sa province, yeah, or from our friend kapag mag-picnic tayo or whatever, and then we don't have our food, so our other friend has this food, so we borrowed we asked our friend, can I have this food, and then uh, later I'll pay you back. Yeah, so those things we are liable to pay back. Yeah, so these are liabilities. Next one, they are settled over time through transfer of economic benefits, which are money, goods, or services. So, pwede naman tayong mangutang ng oras ng ating friend. Like, we ask our friend to help us in our small business or to help us do our work or our project, and in turn we give back we are liable to pay back our time as well. So kung inutang mo pera, ang ibabalik mo pera. Yes? Okay, so kung ang inutang mo is thing or gadget, well, ang ibabalik mo is thing or gadget then. But that all depends on the person na inuutangan mo, or depends on the agreement that you and the other person have. All right? Okay, so that's liability. Liability, okay, so it is being shown in this picture. It's not so clear, but okay, so this is debt burden. Usually, dadami yung liabilities natin. Some people, our liabilities pile up and pile up until they become burden or parang problema na sila sa atin. So, we have the debts, mga utang, financial obligations, yung mga bayarin natin sa bahay, kuryente, tubig. So these are financial obligations. Yung mga school fees, yung mga gadgets, payments to gadgets, a credit card, they would pile up. So they are liabilities. Next, person or obligations of a person or a company. Yeah, so these things are called liabilities. All right, so we have to be careful. We have to know what are our liabilities. We have to be aware that is part of the basic. Moving on, so, who doesn't agree with this statement? Assets feed you, liabilities eat you. Who doesn't agree to this one? I mean, agree, yeah. Well, I think this is very real statement. Assets feed us because they give us money. We don't release, but liabilities eat us because they are burden or problema sa atin. Okay, so we have to know this and keep this in mind because this is very helpful for financial freedom. As what I said, once we are aware of our assets and liabilities, and we are able to manage and control our liabilities, what happens? We have financial freedom. All right. So, what is our goal? Our goal is financial freedom. So, how do we have financial freedom? Would we have more assets or more liabilities? Yes, we need to have more assets in order to have financial freedom. Yeah? Okay. Moving on. So, what are the ways to have more assets than liabilities? So, one of the ways is investment or invest. So, there are many ways on how to invest. Yeah. Okay. We can invest on a business. We can have a capital, and then sell something, and in turn we get the profit, and then we save that profit. Yeah, so that is a kind of investment. We can buy real estate properties. There are many ways to invest your money. The only thing is we need to have more assets and few liabilities. All right? Okay. And the result of that is financial freedom. And we may retire young, like we may retire young at 40 years old, or when we get old, then we don't need to worry about where to get food because we have saved for our pension fund. And it's also important our emergency fund. Okay, so we need to get that financial freedom in order for us to save our money and prepare for retirement when we get old and for emergencies. All right, everyone. So this is the end of my presentation, and let me leave you with this statement by Oprah Winfrey. She's one of those powerful women that I love. So she said that often we don't even realize who we are meant to be because we are so busy trying to live out someone else's ideas. So I know that deep inside you and deep within you, you have that goal to have financial freedom. You have that goal to be rich, to be multimillionaire, to be billionaire, but you just don't know how. Well, you have to know the basics. As what many millionaires and billionaires said, walang secret, walang quick way of getting rich. Walang quick way. If quick way man yan, hindi yan valid. Malamang scam yan. Yes. So there's no quick way to get rich. It is only through hard work, knowledge, and the most important there is, I mean, they go hand in hand. Knowledge, you have to learn it, and with your hard work, with your passion and discipline, you'll be able to get it. Follow your ideas and not other people's ideas, because in the end, everything comes back to you and you're responsible for your own life. All right, so I am Donna, and I am one of the international marketing affiliate of SMDC Properties. So when you're interested in investing in properties, you may contact me as well. And I am also the founder of this Investment Wonders financial literacy. And okay, so as what I said, one way to have financial freedom and to prepare for your retirement in the future is to invest. So I suggest you, one of my suggestions is to invest in property. All right, so we have here for SMDC, we have this property, which is the Gold Residences. This is very good investment because this is near Naiya Terminal 1. So if I were you, I would invest to this one because this is so near the airport. And in the future, there are many infrastructures in Manila, in the Philippines already. And in the future, many people will be coming there. Many people will be looking for a place to stay near the airport. And so this is a very, very great chance for you to grab. All right. So we also have this property. Okay, so this one near SM City Bacolod. So only 14,000 pesos for a month. All right. And okay, so there are many more properties available sa SMBC. You just have to contact us, and we'll help you. And so I would be willing to help you with your investments. All right, thank you so much, everyone. This is Investment Wonders. Thanking you once again, and um, I pray that all will be well, and just follow your hearts, and keep planning and prepare for the future. All right? Okay, I'll see you. Bye.